of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis Air. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis Air dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis Air on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Culture prevents so many negative things from happening to us as individuals and as communities.
Strong roots begin with a healthy heart. For Indigenous women, heart health is part of caring for community, culture, and future generations. Even small steps can help protect what matters most. Discover ways to support your heart at hennepincounty.gov/hearts-beats, because your heart beats for generations. Support comes from the Walker Arts Center. Visit during free Thursday nights. Every week from 5 to 9 p.m., there's something new to explore. Enjoy date-friendly events like artist talks, performances, and exhibition openings, or explore art-making open library hours and exhibition tours. Settle into your weekend among community. Free every Thursday night and free every day for citizens and members of tribal nations. Learn more at walkerart.org.
Time is running out to experience Unchi Said So at All My Relations Arts in Minneapolis. This powerful exhibition by Daniel C. Walker shares Native stories rooted in collective identity, generational knowledge, and teachings passed down through community. Through bold portraits and vibrant color, the work honors the significance of grandmothers in Native culture and reminds us that sovereignty begins at home. Closing June 6th, don't miss your chance to experience this powerful exhibition. Plan your visit today at allmyrelationsarts.org.
With your AM 950 weather, this is Adam. 49 under cloudy and rainy skies tonight. For tomorrow, 52 with clouds and a possibility of rain. And tomorrow night, we're looking at a low of 41. MIWRC's Real Roast Beef in Roseville sets the bar high when it comes to roast beef sandwiches. They have delicious Philly steak sandwiches, too. Turkey, bacon, avocado sandwiches, BLT, crispy chicken, fish sandwiches, brisket, and pulled pork. MIWRC's is located off in Lexington in Roseville and at MIWRCsbeef.com.
Portions of Native Roots Radio may be pre-recorded.
It's a good day to be indigenous.
Get up, stand up.
They are going to become more brutal.
Because all the hippies were trying to be Indians anyway.
They're going to become more repressive because it's a matter of dollars and their illusionary concepts of power.
Hey, Victor.
We must live in balance with the earth.
And also with recent happenings at Wounded Knee.
I am awake. Welcome to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and I'm your host, Wakanja Hade. Hey, Kadagita, all my friends and relatives in four directions. You are listening to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and I'm your host, Robert Pilot. Hey, we discuss local, national, Native news and events, and as you know, Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues. Hey, we have our friend Maren Hardy with a service, Spirit Care Services on, and next we're going to have Ruth Ann Buffalo, and it's a jam-packed show, and I'm going to ask Maren to join us. Hey, welcome to Native Roots Radio.
Hey, Robert, I'm my camera, and I can see you, but I can't see me, but... Hi.
How's it going? How's it going? Well, we have a lot to talk about and catch up on. And one of the things, too, that's exciting to have you on and talk about Spirit Care Services and also what's going on with our elders and how we can support our elders. So it's great to have you on. And I think I just lost her. So I just want to talk a little bit about Spirit Care, and it's fun too that we have. It's been reported to me that we have a lot of elders that listen to this show, and I am very appreciative of that. And one of the things I wanted to bring Maren on and talk about what's going on, and there's so many things happening nationally that are not good in a good way. So. Maren, I see you're back. Welcome back.
You know, it wouldn't be a show with me if there wasn't some technical difficulties, that's for sure. And I still don't know what's going on with my camera, so totally fine. But a lot of things going on with the elders in the community. That's for sure. We just with all the, with services being cut and elders not getting services they need. It's a huge issue for especially our Native American elders.
Yeah, definitely, and we can get in deep in that. But I want to talk a little bit about spirit care services too, and how that aligns with what our community needs, and also what's going on federally with all our cuts from the orange one.
God, I love you, Robert. With our Native American elders, they're the ones we work with the most in spirit care services. I started out being a Native American elder advocate about 20 years ago at the Division of Indian Work and just working in the community. And come to find out that our Native American elders, who are all low income, living on a fixed budget, are eligible for what's called an elderly waiver, which helps them stay in their homes longer. And especially for our elders and what they've experienced with historical trauma and boarding schools, like my grandmother, for example, they didn't even know that they had these services, that they were afforded these services through the county and their insurance. For example, we had one elder who had an elderly waiver to help him stay in his home longer, doing homemaking, transportation, and companion care. His case manager didn't even tell him he had that waiver for a year. Just had a waiver and didn't care to tell him that he could get these services. And so what's happening now that you see what this administration is doing is they're withholding Medicaid funding, Medicare funding. The county is trying to save money. And what we're experiencing with spirit care services is that Hennepin County specifically is trying to be more fiscally centered instead of client service centered. And they are cutting services to our Native American elders. And I want to say this specifically, the transportation for our elders in the Phillips community, where on every single corner is an encampment. There's no longer bus stops, bus even places to sit if they were to take the bus on Bloomington Avenue, because people are using them to get high, like we all know. And when we have case managers who literally have said, why don't they use their bus pass? But yet have never met the client because they're afraid of the community they live in. But yet you want an 85-year-old person with a walker to get on the bus. Can't really make that up. Or if they were to take the bus to, say, the food shelf, how would they get home with the food?
Yeah.
So we have had cases where we have asked for Hennepin County to change our Native American elders and give them a cultural exemption, to give them straight fee for services and have them go back to straight medical assistance. I have yet to hear the yes for that. They wanted to work with the insurance companies or work, when all you have to do is give a cultural exemption, because I highly doubt some of these insurance companies are going to take our elders to ceremony. They're not going to take them to the powwows, or more importantly, to wakes.
Yeah, that's and again, that's not what we do as Native Americans, and I know a lot of other cultures too. It's we revere our elders, and I'm glad you're out there advocating and for all these years, but also being able to service our elders, and just to change the subject for a second, I love the fact that we have, a big picnic, because, I'm a baby elder myself. Oh, wow.
Well, we have the 3rd annual Native American Elders Day coming up September 16th. We're actively looking for donations. We are asking for a little more this year because we're expecting, hopefully, fingers crossed, Red Lake. If people have any connections to Red Lake, please make sure you say that you want to come down this year. They didn't send any elders down last year. And a huge shout out to Leech Lake elders. They sent 3 coach buses down. 90 elders got off that bus wearing their Leech Lake elder t-shirts. Like, they came out, showed up, showed out. Grand Portage drove 9 hours. I mean, we had Ho Chunk elders, we had Lower Sioux elders, White Earth, of course, Mille Lacs, Boys Fort. You know, the fact of the matter is, like you said, it's elders and babies, right? The ones who raised us. Now we need to take care of them and make sure that they don't want for anything. And, you know, when you have elders who look forward to just one day, right? That, you know, we fly in an Elvis impersonator from Las Vegas for our elders. Cub Foods, our local Cub Foods donates the meal. It's just every day, like every day should be Elders Day, right? Like my mom thinks every day is Mother's Day, right? It's just, especially in our culture, not to take anything away from anybody else's culture, but in our culture, we are taught from the beginning that we take care of our own. And that in this golden years of their lives, they should not have to worry about how they're going to get places. They should not have to ask somebody, is it okay if I do this? That breaks my heart when you hear an elder saying that. And it's just, we know, for going back to Native American Elders Day, it's literally, I would like to think that most people should come up to me, these agencies, and I get everyone's struggling, right? But I really feel like it should be, Maren, what do you need for Elders Day? You know, instead of going around and having to, you know, let everyone know that we need this for them, we need this for that. And it should already be wheels in motion, but it's just, with volunteers and donations, it's just such a fantastic day. It's just awesome. And we always have like the best volunteer, the best crews, the best people there, because everyone realizes how much fun it is for them when you see an elder getting their character artist drawn or their photo booth with their friends, you know, and see this spark. You can't really, unless you're there to see it, to see just how much they enjoy. And that's why we do it every year.
Yeah, it's fabulous. So we're going to have you on, try and get that camera fixed too. We're going to have you on another segment here and talk about what's going on around the area. And also I want to let people know more about Spirit Care Services. So
absolutely.
Talk some more and get that camera going.
I'm going to figure it out right now.
Right on. You're techie. Hey,
no, I'm not. Not at all. I'm a people person.
Oh, me too. Hey, we'll be right back. This is Native Roots Radio.
Okay, what in the hell is going on?
Hey, it's Robert Pilot from Native Roots Radio. For a meal that feeds your soul and health, check out Gatherings Cafe. Located in the renovated Minneapolis American Indian Center, Executive Chef Vernon Defoe and team serve up incredible indigenous flavors. Gatherings Cafe has amazing bison tacos featuring lean protein from native wise, corn tortillas, and homemade sides. It's fresh, local food rooted in ancestral knowledge. Stop by for breakfast or lunch. That's Gatherings Cafe, where tradition meets innovation.
Maintaining our health, particularly our heart health, is very important to us as a family.
Your heart gives you time with family, time with community, time to pass down what matters. Protecting your heart helps keep those moments alive. A visit with a healthcare provider can be one step toward a healthier future. Learn more at hennepincounty.gov/hearts-beats. Your heart health is essential because your heart beats for generations.
The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis Air. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis Air dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis Air on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Support comes from the Walker Arts Center. Visit during free Thursday nights. Every week from 5 to 9 p.m., there's something new to explore. Enjoy date-friendly events like artist talks, performances, and exhibition openings, or explore art-making open library hours and exhibition tours. Settle into your weekend among community. Free every Thursday night and free every day for citizens and members of tribal nations. Learn more at walkerart.org.
I'm Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, and I want to be your next United States Senator, and you are listening to Native Roots Radio.
Welcome back to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and this is Robert Pilot. Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is Robert Pilot, and look who's here, our friend Maren Hardy. I'm so glad you're on there because it's kind of like talking to you blind. And it's hard for me to do that because you know what? I'm a people person too. But
It's
hey,
hard.
I know
But I
life is
switched to my
hard.
phone. I don't know what's going on with my laptop.
Oh, yeah, those things happen. Well, let's talk a little bit about spirit care services and how our elders and people can, find out more information about.
Absolutely. So thanks for asking that. So we work primarily with elders. You don't necessarily have to be native, but we started working with natives. I ran the elders program at DIW for years, so that's how we know everybody. But it's called an elderly waiver, and if you are living under the poverty guideline, which is $1,300 a month, and you have insurance, as long as it's not Medica or UCare, because UCare was just bought out, we don't work with Medica. They definitely don't allow any kind of cultural transportation. There's only certain places you can go with Medica, but Blue Plus, Health Partners, and straight medical assistance, all you have to do is talk to your case manager and tell them you want an elderly waiver. Everybody who is low income is eligible for the elderly waiver if you're over 65. You can talk to your doctor. You can talk to your case manager. If you have any questions, you just need to reach out to Spirit Care Services, and of course, I don't know the phone number by heart, Robert. So, I mean, I have my own personal cell phone number, but
Well, I have it right here. It's
awesome.
612-295-0224. That's 612-295-0224. Oh,
And just call us. I will definitely walk you through how to get the waiver. You have to get an assessment. You can get it through your case manager, and they just see what kind of services you need. Again, what we do is called home and community-based services, and we help all of our elders stay in their homes longer. Making changes for elders with their lives. If you're mobility challenged, we've had elders help them get scooters. You need a walker. It's literally just giving back to the ones who helped us, right? The ones who shaped us into who we are. And with Spirit Care, it's the isolation piece with our elders and being alone is so prevalent in our community, especially with the opioid crisis, with them have lost family members who their children, or if the ones who are raising their grandchildren, right? So we want to make sure that they have a ride to the corner store, they have a ride to the food shelf, they have a ride to congregate dining at the American Indian Center. The fact is, when our elders have to ask us for things or let us know that they need these things, it's heartbreaking, because when you have an elder who's living in the opioid shelter because they got kicked out of their homes, that's unacceptable. And for us at Spirit Care and our incredible employees, it's just been a game changer for these elders. I have an elder who literally tells me at least once or twice a week they pray for us. Or I have another elder who told me that I make his life peaceful now.
yeah.
And you can't that hearing those things and seeing these elders, it's really why we do this work. This is not get rich work, right? It's just really, sorry, I have a kitten who's trying to play with everything under the sun. But it's just about doing work that warms the heart, feeds the soul. And that's exactly what we do. And it's I really love what I do. I just really love it. And I don't play nice with bullies, which I think insurance companies can be. And I think with Hennepin County, trying to cut these services and not following protocol from DHS and telling elders to take the bus, or when you slash their services for no reason without talking to anybody. And the kicker, Robert, is these clients have service agreements already that have already been approved. The budget has already been approved. And then they want to slash the service. Well, why? Well, what changed? We have their budget, we have their service agreement for a year, and now you're cutting it. So I had a meeting with Senator Mary Kunish about a month ago, and I'm going to meet with her again on June 10th, because home and community services need to be overhauled. I mean, it's like not a whole lot of money. We really want to expand up north. And in order to do that, the policy changes need to happen before that, which won't happen until next year. But I have elders from Red Lake reach out to me. I've had elders from White Earth reach out to me about getting up there to provide services. Our elders and the disparity rate, we have the highest disparity rate of any ethnic group in the country right now, because our elders can't get to doctor's appointments. How are they going to get
Right.
from Red Lake, Deer River, anywhere up north to Bemidji or Duluth or to the Mayo for that matter? How would they get there?
Yeah, I mean, again, we need to talk more about this and get the word out and let people know. And I really appreciate, all the things that you're doing for our elders, and it's great to have you on because again, we have a lot of elders listening to the show too.
Well, like I said, if you could post that number, they can reach out to me at any time. Most of my clients have my personal number. It's just because for a lot of our clients, Robert, we are their family. We are the only ones. I mean, and if you have questions, like for example, how would someone who doesn't have any family know how to get like if you lost your Social Security cash card, how would they know how to do that? They have no idea how to do that. And we navigate the system together, right? So no one goes by themselves. We don't just drop you off at the grocery store. Our employees, our caregivers go in the grocery store with them. Our elders go to our clients. If they want to go to bingo, we go with them to bingo, right? We take them and we play with them. For us at Spirit Care, we really do consider our clients our family, and I know it's vice versa. And that's what that paycheck and alone is a lot. Of course, I got to pay my landlord, but if I could get paid in the love I get back from my clients, I would be very wealthy.
I love the cat in the background. But hey, the number is 612-295-0224. That's for all our people driving and listening to us on the radio. That's 612-295-0224. And I just we got a few more minutes too. And I saw you today at the Indian Center, and it was a very weird situation. Do you want to comment on that at all?
Well, and I'll say this, I support Jacob. Jacob Fry, our mayor, I do. He comes to all of our events, but I just found it so strange that they have this new task force, and that's great. And it was held, they did the press conference at the Minneapolis American Indian Center with no natives, not one native standing up there. And my question to the mayor was, you're making this task force. Well, what natives do you have on your task force? If you are going to be up and down urban Indian country and on Franklin, why don't you have Vinnie Dion and Many Shields up there with you? Why aren't they there? Because Vinnie and his crew have made such a difference in our community that they really. So that was my question, and my other question to him is: are these encampments? Vinny and his crew said that if they were to pay them, they would, if you got the navigation center back open again somewhere, they would run it. That was been a huge problem. Who would run it? Well, Many Shields would run it. So I just feel, again, I really feel like for us people who are boots on the ground, rarely do we get asked what changes could be made. And that's a problem.
Yeah, definitely. People have been speaking for us, and for so long, it's insane. But we're here on Native Roots Radio to amplify your voice, and I just want to give that number again: 612-295-0224, and that's Spirit Care Services. And again, boots on the ground and being there, and just it's great to have you on. And I know. Maybe what we'll have to do is get some questions and get you on more often, and so elders can reach out with their questions.
I would love that. And really quick, if people wanted to go to the website, there is a way for them to donate to Elders Day directly on our website. There's a link.
Yeah, yes, there is. That's right.
Yes.
And it says the second annual, but we know it's the third.
It's the third. We will change that. But yes, it's the third annual Native American Elders Day, September 16th. And we are also actively looking for volunteers.
Yeah, excellent. Well, what else is on your agenda? You're totally busy. I know that. What's going on this week?
Well, we are meeting with Hennepin County and DHS and the Native Initiative. Shout out to that crew because they have really had our back. Because again, when you have a company like ours who is out here working sometimes 7 days a week, but all these, we know that there's a whole bunch of fraud. We know that, and this withholding of payments, we're lumped into that. And it's a struggle because with them trying to withhold payments, and it's over 400 providers have closed.
Wow.
And it's a lot. And, we're trying to make sure we're barely hanging on without having to lay anybody off or cut hours, but we don't know how much longer that will happen. But we also know that there's going to be an influx of clients and referrals coming to us. So, but
Wow.
it's just, you can thank the administration for that. And because they don't care about poor people, I see that more and more every day. And I almost had a breakdown 2 weeks ago because we know when you have elders that you would have to tell, I can't do this anymore, that would break my heart. And it's just, you just can't do that. And we need help. We need some changes to be made, but we also need to know that the people who are actually doing the really hard work like us, we're out here in these streets every day. We are out here doing the work every day because they depend on us, and that won't change.
Peony Gigi, thank you so much, Maren. And we'll talk to you soon. And of course, we'll see you in the community.
Yes, you will.
Right on.
All right.
Native Roots Radio. This is Native Roots Radio. Up next to Ruth Ann of Buffalo. Support comes from the Walker Arts Center. Visit during free Thursday nights. Every week from 5 to 9 p.m., there's something new to explore. Enjoy date-friendly events like artist talks, performances, and exhibition openings, or explore art-making open library hours and exhibition tours. Settle into your weekend among community. Free every Thursday night and free every day for citizens and members of tribal nations. Learn more at walkerart.org.
Heart health is more than just the physical well-being. It represents like a foundation of vitality, resilience, and the ability to live fully.
Your heart carries stories of resilience, love, and survival. Caring for your heart means honoring yourself and the generations before and after you. It means protecting your ability to gather, laugh, and be present. Learn more about your heart health at hennepincounty.gov/heart-beats, because your story matters and your heart beats for generations. Oh, this is Robert Pilot. For Native relatives, healing is more than just sobriety. It's reclaiming Indigenous masculinity as a sacred, balanced force. Join Hunter Thundercloud for Native Roots Radio presents Controlled Fire. We explore how personal recovery uplifts our communities. It's time men step back into roles as mentors and spiritual leaders. Recovery is collective, and it starts with us. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. for Native Roots Radio presents Controlled Fire. Let's tend the fire together.
Programming is supported in part by Health Partners. If you're age 65 plus and qualify for medical assistance, you may also qualify for Health Partners Minnesota Senior Health Options. This all-in-one plan bundles Medicare, medical assistance, prescription drug coverage, and dental coverage into one simple $0 premium plan that also includes $0 medical copays. In addition to saving money, you can get lots of extra benefits and perks, like a dedicated care coordinator, up to $400 each year in rewards for preventative screenings, transportation, a fitness club membership, and more. This can help you live safely and healthy and independently. If you're a senior on a budget, transportation assistance can be huge. Plus, who couldn't use an extra $400 these days? Eligibility information is available at healthpartners.com/oneplan. Health Partners is a health plan that contracts with both Medicare and the Minnesota Medical Assistance Medicaid program to provide benefits of both programs to enrollees. Enrollment in Health Partners depends on contract renewal.
This is Chase Iron Eyes announcing a new show on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota, powered by Native Roots Radio. The show is called Native American Patriot Talk Radio. What will we do on the show? We are going to explore and dive into the source of American constitutional sovereignty, the intersection of Native American and legal issues. Find us the first and third Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. on AM 950.
The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis AIR. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis Air dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis Air on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
With your AM 950 weather, this is Adam. 49 under cloudy and rainy skies tonight. For tomorrow, 52 with clouds and a possibility of rain. And tomorrow night, we're looking at a low of 41. MIWRC's Real Roast Beef in Roseville sets the bar high when it comes to roast beef sandwiches. They have delicious Philly steak sandwiches, too. Turkey bacon avocado sandwiches, BLT crispy chicken fish sandwiches, brisket, and pulled pork. MIWRC's is located off in Lexington in Roseville and at MIWRCsbeef.com.
You're listening to AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota.
Oh, this is Dallas Goldtooth, and you're listening to the Native Roots Radio. Hoka, hicha, wecha.
Welcome back to Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake, and this is Robert Pilot. Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is Robert Pilot, and let's see, our friend Ruth Ann is having a little trouble getting on, and I good thing I work with or live with the co-host, Wendy.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, Wendy, get down here. I need you on the radio.
Oh, wait, I see Ruth.
Yeah.
Let's get her on here real quick.
Hey.
Ruth.
Apologies. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I tried a couple different ways to log in, and it just wasn't letting the camera or the mic come on through the laptop. So just had to log in through my phone. So apologies.
Some days you just have that. It's like, things are going wrong with the stuff in your car, and then your phone's not working. It's just like your electrical force in your body is doing something.
Well, I feel like guilty because our last guest had the same problem. So it might be
Might be the universe.
or the StreamYard.
It's Monday,
Yeah.
as they say.
Well, I appreciate both of you being on, but I also, Ruth Anna, I really appreciate you coming on and talking about what's happening at Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center. I know you and your team are boots on the ground, and we really appreciate you coming in with updates and what's happening.
Yeah, we have our open house and spring community feast are combined into one on this Thursday, 2 to 6 p.m. So 4 hours on site at MIWRC, Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center, 2300 15th Avenue South, and we are just 2 blocks south of the Indian Center, south of Franklin. We are 1 block west of west of Bloomington. So we're right in the heart of South Minneapolis, and look forward to seeing everybody this Thursday.
Wow, I'm glad you brought that up because, I'm really excited about the cakewalk. I haven't really done a cakewalk since grade school, and I'm down for that.
Yes, it's definitely on the run of show for sure, and we will have a lot of different activities. It's going to be carnival themed, and then with a couple surprises. So really looking forward to a good time together, good food, good company, and good entertainment.
Well, a couple of surprises. I like that tease. I'm going to have to text you later and find out what that is. I know we just had Maren on, and she always flies in an Elvis impersonator. I'm hoping something like that, maybe.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah, it'll warm your heart for sure.
That is great.
And it looks like the weather's going to be good too on Thursday, so that's good. No rain.
Oh yes, that'll be good for sure.
Yeah, sweatshirt weather. Just my cup of tea.
Right.
Yeah.
We've gotten older over here at the pilot residence because it's like, no, let's not go to the beach. It's too hot. No, and back in the day, it's like, let's go to the beach and get tan, But I guess that'll happen to you someday, Ruth, but not soon.
Well, we actually headed out to the beach on, what day was it? Friday after work. went to a local beach and took in the nice cool water and as much sun as we could.
Yeah, definitely. What else is going on there? But that's a big thing. I don't want to bring up any sore subjects either, but I don't know. The float thing didn't really happen for you guys this year, but your float in the parade. You can always say that you were champion once.
Yes, for sure. I believe we were very close to placing, is my understanding. We won't share more information, but details. But we heard that we were pretty close to placing, so that's something to be proud of for sure. But sorry, the Boston Terrier and the Chihuahua are having fun. Well,
we welcome any animal sounds on this show.
Right.
they're
And we
running
love
around.
chihuahuas.
But so it was good and a lot of good floats. So yeah, it's always exciting, something to look forward to every year, and good healthy competition. I hear there might be a kickball tournament too that might be coming back this year, they said. So the month of May isn't over yet, so there's still time, and that would be really fun.
That would be. I don't know when the last time I played kickball, but Wendy won't not let me because I got these 2 bad knees, right, Wen?
You can't do anything anymore, Robert.
We
I'll
could do
break
maybe
your hip.
chair, like chair exercises. We could do chair. Just kidding.
Definitely. Well, I could play pig or horse,
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Even
So have you
pickleball
been
seems a little active, right?
Yeah. So have you been following basketball? Because I know you're a basketball person. I mean, I feel really bad about the Timberwolves. Wendy and I have been really invested in the playoffs, and it was sad.
It was and the games come on so late. It seems like, but I have a sister who's a big San Antonio Spurs fan, so so that series was fun, but the games are kind of always too late, so I kind of missed out on them. Or a couple times I was surprised that the Timberwolves did win, pulled it out the last minute there. So I was like, oh wow, they won. That was pretty good, So they're pretty gritty, fun to watch for sure.
Yeah. Well, they had one of their stars was injured, but we have the WNBA starting up, so we're excited about that. I got a subscription, and we'll be able to.
Yeah, I really want to dive into that and like learn about the players and learn more about the game, because I'm not really. I mean, I know basketball, but I don't know all like the rules and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, we are too. The girl twin is, playing up out of her division, and so she played with older girls this past weekend and did really good. And oldest son is still playing and traveling, and then myself, I'm still hanging in there at the 40 and over women's basketball league. But yeah, it's fun. I think like the first few games for us older women, it was more running on adrenaline. And then after that, you're sore and, sore for a whole week, and then don't do anything in between until the next game. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's if you grew up playing and being around, a certain sport, and then when you come back to it, it's almost like breathing, it's just big part of your life or who you are and stuff. So that muscle memory tries to come back.
Yeah. I mean, the stamina, just watching the basketball players running back and forth, back and forth on the court, is just like, oh my gosh, that's just takes so much like lung breathing capacity and
and
it's
your
just
legs.
so hard. It's like I don't know, I'm watching it and I'm like, it's like one of the hardest games to play.
Well, and then I got to agree with Ruth. I brought my baseball glove to the Twins game just in case, and there was foul balls flying around us, and I had the glove and I was ready.
Yeah, I'm completely the opposite. My husband's complete baseball person, baseball family he comes from, but yeah, I'd be like, I'm gonna get hit by a tiny little baseball, but
Well, your son's a baseball player.
He is. Our oldest too played fast pitch, and they're tall and lanky and have those long arms. And the boy twin, though, he's really taking to lacrosse. This is his first year playing lacrosse, so he'll be playing lacrosse this summer, and it's been fun. I'm just thankful for our friends here in the community that get our kids connected to different sports, and so we kind of have a good little support system here that we're pretty thankful for.
Yeah, definitely. And I know John over here in St. Paul, he's been doing lacrosse for years for students all over Turtle Island, and he's Ho-Chunk too. So I just thought I'd mention that. What?
You guys just had a run too, right?
Pardon me?
You just had a run too, didn't you? Our staff had a booth.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had the 5K, the year 5K too. Yeah, and I didn't run. It was too hot for me, believe it or not. It was like 80.
It was 89 that day.
Yeah. That's the day we went to.
One hot day, and that was the day.
That was
5K.
That was summer. It's over.
Yeah, that was summer.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Juan?
I was gonna say, I don't know how popular lacrosse is, but when I was in high school, lacrosse was a very popular sport. I mean, all through high school, it was, right up there with football. So,
yeah.
Well, Wendy, you're from New York, so I think they do little things differently there. But
okay,
I don't think we played lacrosse when I was
we played
here.
lacrosse. Yeah, it was very popular.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, for sure. You hear about it more out on the East Coast, right? That's where some of the really good teams are from out there, like the Iroquois, and then you follow their stories about being able to play like in the Olympics or just different things. Yeah, pretty neat.
Definitely. Well, Ruth Anna, we got a minute left. I always want a call to action and how people can find out more and support the great work of Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center.
Yeah, and a reminder about the open house.
Yes.
Sure. Yes. Thank you. Our open house is this Thursday. Almost drew a blank there. May 21st from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Stop by. It's open to the public. It's free. Lots of fun and entertainment. And then just a friendly reminder to be good to one another, be good to yourself, and donate if you can at MIWRC.org/donate.
Wow,
big you can hear the dogs in the back.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
We really do. We used to have cats always come in on Wendy's sacred animal horse.
Yeah.
Every time. Again, Ruth Anna, big Peeny Gigi, thank you as always for stopping in and with the good word. I really appreciate it.
Yep. Lots of good odds. Thanks.
All right. Hey, up next, Wendy Pilot, their sacred animal section.
Yeah, stay with us.
Oh, wow. This is Native Roots Radio.
The city of Minneapolis is now on Native Roots Radio with Minneapolis Air. AIR stands for American Indian Relations. Guest host Christine McDonald talks to people about important things affecting the city's Native communities. Minneapolis Air dives into topics like public safety, public health, elections, and so much more. Tune in to Minneapolis Air on Native Roots Radio from 5 to 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of every month, right here on AM 950.
Time is running out to experience Uchi Said So at All My Relations Arts in Minneapolis. This powerful exhibition by Daniel Seawalker shares Native stories rooted in collective identity, generational knowledge, and teachings passed down through community. Through bold portraits and vibrant color, the work honors the significance of grandmothers in Native culture and reminds us that sovereignty begins at home. Closing June 6th, don't miss your chance to experience this powerful exhibition. Plan your visit today at allmyrelationsarts.org.
Support comes from the Walker Arts Center. Visit during free Thursday nights. Every week from 5 to 9 p.m., there's something new to explore. Enjoy date-friendly events like artist talks, performances, and exhibition openings, or explore art-making open library hours and exhibition tours. Settle into your weekend among community. Free every Thursday night and free every day for citizens and members of tribal nations. Learn more at walkerart.org. Hey, it's Robert Pilot from Native Roots Radio. For a meal that feeds your soul and health, check out Gatherings Cafe. Located in the renovated Minneapolis American Indian Center, executive chef Vernon Defoe and team serve up incredible indigenous flavors. Gatherings Cafe has amazing bison tacos featuring lean protein from native wise, corn tortillas, and homemade sides. It's fresh, local food rooted in ancestral knowledge. Stop by for breakfast or lunch. That's Gatherings Cafe, where tradition meets innovation.
Hi, it's Dr. Evan Adams, and you're listening to Native Roots Radio. Hey, Victor, you better be listening.
In this portion of the show, we'd like to bring awareness to our wolf and bear populations throughout Turtle Island. Say no to the hunts.
Trying to hold back my laughter on that.
Yeah.
Bar. Hey, we're welcoming back to Native Roots Radio and welcoming back Wendy, my awesome and beautiful wife. And she's been an animal advocate for many years. And we talk about so many things with our sacred animals. And just before you get to with your report, I just love the fact that there's a dog in the background of Ruth.
Oh, I do too.
You know,
I
I
think
really
it's great.
do. I really
A
do.
lot of people will apologize for their animal sounds, but
We love it.
we welcome them here. We're fine with it.
Well,
It's
hey,
good.
introduce yourself. And I know there's some news coming up here, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you bringing it
Yeah.
up to our listening audience.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. My name is Hanajihi. That means cares for them. And I was given that name by my Dega Curtis. Curtis goes by Mashke Hanajinga, which means walks on white clouds. I'm a policy volunteer for Humane World for Animals, formerly known as the Humane Society of the United States, and I work on animal issues at the local and state level. It's always my pleasure to do that. Update on the Ridlin Farms
Yes.
beagles in Wisconsin. Everybody knows that 1,500 out of the about 2,000 of the dogs were rescued. Big Dog Ranch Rescue in Florida, and the humane, it's blanking, Pacelli's organization, Humane World. No,
Yeah.
not Humane World. Humane Economy. Sorry, there's so many humane things.
Let's hope
Humane
so.
Economy. So anyway, I just got a video yesterday that they released some of the elderly female dogs who were the breeder dogs, and they're just so sweet. Oh my God, and their faces are like salty from their gray hair, and they're just loving life. So I'm just happy that they're out. I'm just thrilled that there's 1,500 dogs that are out there being loved on and rescued, and there's so many people stepping up, and there's fosters coming out of the woodwork and people wanting to adopt them, and I'm just so grateful and happy about this. And I feel like what we did, and we went down there and we caused havoc, and we went there as a peacefully protesting and peacefully trying to get the dogs out, and there were news people there, and with their drones
News
and-
organizations.
yeah. So I mean, we really brought a lot of attention to it, and I would like to think that we were the catalyst to getting these dogs out and getting them rescued. So but I want to talk about the 500 who are still left in there.
Yeah.
We need to not forget about them. So there's 500 dogs that are left behind, and the clock is really ticking because we only have till July 1st to get them out. So this was a post that I want to just read this really quickly. While the world celebrates the freedom of the 1,500 Riglin Beagles, 500 innocent souls are still waiting in the shadows of their cages. These dogs were not included in the rescue agreement, and as of July 1st approaches, their window for a life of sunlight and grass is closing. Riglin Farms will soon surrender its breeding license, but they will remain a USDA licensed research facility, meaning these remaining beagles could be kept inside those walls indefinitely with no legal path to a forever home. We cannot let the news cycle move on while the 500 heartbeats are still trapped. Though the momentum that saved their brothers and sisters is the only thing that can save them now. And, they have spent their lives in service of science, and now they deserve to spend the rest of their lives being loved. So there's one thing that I ask, if everyone could just get a pencil or paper, and you could even Google this. You don't even need to write it down. We need to contact the USDA, right? It's animal care at USDA.gov. You could email them, or you can call them at 608-258-9800. And I'll repeat that number again. And just demand that the 500 lives be released to rescue organizations before it's too late. So we want to do that. There's some type of stipulation with their agreement and how the law works that they're allowed to keep the 500 dogs and keep breeding them and experimenting on them in-house.
I thought they were going to close that place down.
No, they're not closing it down. It's not closing down.
Oh
No,
my
I know.
God.
So we need to call. I'm going to say it again. USDA, call them. You could just Google contact information for the USDA. Animal care at USDA.org. I'm sorry, US.gov. And call them at 608-258-9800. I just call every day and leave a message and tell them I want the dogs to be released. So we need to do that. It's kind of, I have like all the laws and how they work and whatever, but you know what? It's boring. And all you need to know is that there's a stipulation and a loophole that lets them keep these 500 dogs and keep researching on them. So yeah, exactly. I know. So until we do that, we've been working on here in Minnesota, with the Humane World for Animals, very heavily working on trying to get a humane pet store law policy put into effect here in Minnesota. I can't remember how many cities in Minnesota right now have this. So it means that dogs and cats who are derived from puppy mills can't be sold in pet stores. That's what it is. We've been working on this for I don't know how long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Zellhofer, he is the Minnesota State Director for Humane World for Animals, and he works tirelessly on so many humane policies. Thank you, Aaron, if you're listening. But this is what he wrote in his post. Despite passing 4 committees, 2 ununanimously, passing the Senate by a vote to 41-26, getting a co-author to post on the Minnesota State Caucus webpage the importance of this bill. This is the Humane Pet Store bill, getting great press, having clear bipartisan support, and having the votes to pass this in the House. Ultimately, the bill didn't make it over the finish line. It came down to the 11th hour, and unfortunately, it was never brought up for a vote in the House. In acknowledging that the bill would not pass this year, Senator Scott Dibble, who is amazing on this bill and is authoring this bill, made it clear in a speech on the Senate floor that this will be a priority for him next year. There's a video of State Senator Scott Dibble talking about this. He's very passionate about it, and he really talks really nicely about these animals who are caught in the crossfires here, and they're stuck in these facilities for just, it's just heartbreaking. So that's what we're working on. So, so I just want to give, and Aaron said he wants to thank you all for your hard work and support in this bill. Special thanks to the bill authors, Scott Dibble, Matt Norris. We would not have come this far if it wasn't for you. So wait till next year. These things take time. Unfortunately. I mean, it just seems like such good sense, and it makes perfect sense, and it just doesn't pass. And it's just so frustrating to work and making laws and getting laws So call the USDA, tell them you want the rest of the 500 wriggling dogs released to rescue, and that's it. The next place we're going to go for is upstate New York. It's a really big facility that has over 20,000 animals, beagles, ferrets, pigs, and there was one more animal that they had, guinea pigs.
Oh.
Yeah, that they're experimenting on. And I want to thank Tiergan. She's always sending us Tiergan, Hadley, and Shania beautiful cards, just a support about the work we're doing. So thank you, Tiergan, as always.
We love them. We love those guys. Our first listeners.
Exactly. USDA 608-258-9800.
Hey, thanks, Wendy, for that update. The government is frozen, and we have to really vote people in that do work. Hey, we'll see everyone tomorrow. This has been Native Roots Radio. I heard sex trafficking happens a lot in Indian country. What is that?
Here are some of the real reasons